they have a deal. The U.S. and the European Union have reached an agreement that promises to avert an all-out trade war.
Well, that's certainly good news. The markets are already reacting over that. I noticed those overseas. Hi, Doug Luzader. So they were staring down the barrel of a 30% tariff, and what'd they settle on?
Yeah, so they settled on 15, which obviously is a lot better than 30, but it is higher than we have right now. Still, both sides are walking away, saying this was a victory, but not much time to spare ahead of that Friday deadline.
So we have good news. We've reached a deal.
They have a deal. President Trump in Scotland speaking alongside the president of the European Commission after what both sides say were dicey trade talks.
It's a good deal for everybody, I believe. And I think you were saying this is probably the biggest deal ever reached in any capacity, trade or beyond trade.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Was tough negotiations. I knew it at the beginning, and it was indeed very tough, but we came to good conclusions for both sides.
The deal sets relatively high across-the-board tariffs for most goods at 15%, but that's a far cry from the punishing levels that would have kicked in without a deal on Friday this week. And the potential impacts here go far beyond the markets. Critics say these tariffs will drive up inflation for U.S. consumers. But there is also a new requirement for EU nations to purchase more U.S. energy. And that could shift purchases away from Russia, which depends on that revenue to continue waging its costly war on Ukraine.
Those energy purchases, I think, are huge, both economically and geostrategically. $750 billion of energy purchases. That's enough to replace 3 full years of what they buy from Russia.
Okay, so this EU deal adds to a list of trade deals that are nearing completion. I mean, they haven't dotted all the I's and crossed the T's on this yet, but China is still the big question. U.S. and Chinese officials are set to resume trade talks today in Stockholm to see if they can hammer out a deal. Back to you guys.
All right.
All right.
China.
Here we go. Thanks,
China.
Doug.
Yep.
7:13.
Thank you.